When the women of Iridimi fled Darfur to neighboring Chad, they thought they would be safe. But it was not before long that they found themselves once again living under a veil of constant fear and danger. The villagers who had first welcomed the refugees have turned against them, blaming them for turning eastern Chad into a drought-ridden wasteland. No longer is it safe to leave the confines of the refugee camp, and for women and girls, doing so may have unspeakable consequences.
Women and girls often get raped and beaten by local Chadians when we're out in the bush to get firewood. But we take the risk because we need firewood to cook for our families. I know it's dangerous to send my little sister, but sometimes we have no choice.
For centuries, gathering firewood for cooking has been the job of women, young and old. And until recently, if a family wanted a hot meal, mothers knew that either they themselves had to go out to the bush or that they would have to send their daughters. Now, however, the women of Iridimi have an unlikely weapon to protect themselves. They have their solar cookers. After stories of rape and violence began to surface out of Darfuri refugee camps, the nonprofit organization Jewish World Watch launched the Solar Cooker Project. The idea was simple: dramatically reduce dependency on wood-fueled stoves and therefore the need to search for firewood, and violence against women would also be dramatically reduced. By providing free training and cook kits, the project set out to convert skeptics in Iridimi that foil-covered cardboard, a plastic bag, and a black pot could in fact cook food. In a little over a year, the Solar Cooker Project has armed all of Iridimi's 5,000 families with cook kits. It has been so successful that refugees elsewhere have asked for solar cookers, and Jewish World Watch has launched a second solar cooker project in the nearby camp of Tulum. Under Iridimi's blazing sun, it takes 2 to 4 hours to solar cook the rice, sauce, and macaroni that are staples of the refugees' diet. While this may seem like too long to wait for a meal, it is far less time than the long journey to search for firewood, and it is much safer.
With solar cooking, I am protected because I no longer need to go to the bush for firewood. But there are other advantages too. The wood that used to last me a week now lasts me a month. And because there is no smoke, it is very clean and the food even tastes better.
Although the Solar Cooker Project was created to protect the women of Iridimi against rape and other brutal attacks, it is also empowering them economically. The project employs a small army of refugees. Some women make and repair the cook kits, while others weave baskets that are used to keep cooked food warm. An additional workforce makes the rounds throughout Iridimi's 10 zones to ensure the cook kits are properly used and in good working order.
The income I earn from the Solar Cooker Project allows me to buy bread, milk, and clothes for my family. The humanitarian organizations no longer give us these things, so without this job, my kids wouldn't have what they need.
To understand the impact solar cooking has had on the women of Iridimi, one needs to go no further than the workshop where the solar cookers are made. In and around the workshop, there is a joyous cacophony heard nowhere else in the camp. Babies sit on the floor while their mothers work. People stop by for advice and help with their homework, or for a drink of sweet solar-cooked tea. Clearly, the workshop embodies the hope and empowerment that solar cooking has come to represent. It is not easy to make a difference in the lives of those who have witnessed rape and murder and lost everything they owned. But the Solar Cooker Project has given back the women of Iridimi what many thought they had lost forever.
Solar cooking gives me peace of mind. It gives me peace in my life.